For the online class, I am now adding some slides, some parts to the internet presentation that I added later before I did my live class this week that I thought you might benefit from. So this supplements the internet presentation. So you can go ahead and do this after you've done everything else. That'll be fine. So I think it's important to lay out early on in discussion of internet media and internet advertising that there are two ways that this is generally approached by clients and media companies, everybody. You've got CPM approaches, CPM purchases, and we all know that means cost per thousand impressions, and it means that the advertiser is buying ads on the website as a media vehicle, as a vehicle that reaches people, not as a vehicle that creates actions. So necessarily. So the other way to buy is cost per click, CPC, or cost per action or acquisition. And this is results oriented. This is where I'm only going to pay the website if for per click or per purchase or per whatever action that I am desiring to have happen and motivate. So those are two approaches. Now, key question is who has the risk on the CPM side? Who has the risk on the CPC, CPA side? And what I would say is that, to answer my own question, on the CPM side, the advertiser takes the risk because the advertiser doesn't know how many orders that they are going to get or how many clicks or visits or opens or whatever. They're just paying for the impressions. On the other hand, if the buy is made on a totally cost per click basis or cost per sale, the media company takes all the risk. So media companies generally do not want to take those kinds of deals. They would rather take CPM deals. Advertisers would rather make cost per click and not do CPM. So there's an inherent conflict there. Okay, now I'm going to stop. I'm going to go a little bit ahead, pick up some other. This is all stuff that you guys saw before. So you can see I'm going to rip through this. Okay. And this is what I've added, the key part I've added. So it's a discussion of a program that's running right now that I'm involved in. You've heard me talk in the past about my work for a company called Hive. The website is thinkhive.com. And these are some slides that the company's put together to talk about, what it's doing, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm just going to touch on these and then go right to the video and the things we're running and talk about some of the issues involved with those. So we are doing, we have an agreement with Choice Hotels. And the thing I want to talk about today, where it says the fourth one down, enhanced Wi-Fi solutions. That's what we're going to talk about. So this talks about Choice Hotels. We don't need to get into that. And since I'm not selling the advertising, and again, Wi-Fi landing page platform is what we're going to talk about. We're moving right along to that. Okay, so when a Choice guest checks into his or her room, the Wi-Fi provided by the hotel for free, obviously they have to log in. They probably get a password. And typically when you log into a Wi-Fi, you go to the Wi-Fi landing page or the hotel landing page, and then you can go and do whatever you want to. So we are selling ads, video ads and display ads, banner ads on the Wi-Fi landing page and all the Choice Hotels. I think we have about, of the 5,400 Choice Hotels in the U.S., we have close to 2,000 of them now where we can sell the Wi-Fi landing page. That's being expanded throughout the rest of the network. And it's not an easy thing because these hotels are franchises. They're not owned by Choice Hotels. and franchisees make their own deals with internet providers and stuff like that. So nothing is standardized, really. It's a case of having to go, chunk by chunk, hotel by hotel almost, and convert them to something standard. Now, in addition to the video, we also sell these banner ads that you see here, standard size banner ads. And we have carousel. This is a carousel. The top one here is just sort of general goodies. It's the one that people see. It's above the fold. We also have dining possibilities and other local attractions. And concerning dining, none of the Choice hotels has room service. They mostly offer free breakfasts, but they do not have any kind of dinner or any kind of room service. So if you're hungry when you check in, you can get some ideas about it on the Wi-Fi. And in the past, or actually even now, local pizzerias and restaurants will print up things and give them to Choice to distribute, or Choice, the hotel manager will have a list of local restaurants and leave it in the room. But Choice is doing away with all printed material about restaurants. So this will be, and the new addressable TV in the room will be the only place local restaurants will be able to advertise. So let me quickly go to the issue at hand now. I got my client Hulu to do the 15-second video. They're the first clients to do it with us. I'm going to show you the video they created, and I want you to pay attention to it because there's some issues I want you to be aware of. So when you look at it, think Tabasco, but also think, what's the benefit? What's the support? Why should you choose Hulu? Maybe not so much brand character, but also think offer, because there's some issues with the offer. They're also running a banner ad, which I'll show you in a minute. So, and they're paying us, by the way, on a CPA basis. They're paying us $7. They're giving away a free 30-day trial. That's the point. That's the offer. Okay. It's a good idea to run an offer for sure. And they're paying us $7 for every customer, every Choice guest who signs up for the $7 free trial. That's how they're paying us. So let's look at the 15-second ad now. Okay. Now, okay, let me try to go back if I can. Oop, there we go. Now let's look at the ad again, because I know it goes by fast. Okay, now here's the banner ad that runs in the top carousel above the fold where you can actually see it. So the video plays, then it disappears, and you see the carousel. And click to start your free trial. Well, let's just take a look here. Now this is the real page with not Hulu, but another advertiser. And this is Grubhub. Grubhub is running now with us, and it's a great choice for Choice, by the way. I can't think of a better one. And there's the top carousel, and you see Grubhub. And now you've got to scroll down. You just get the hotel overview. Okay, what do? You have Geico. Geico's running with us. Here's the dining carousel. Grubhub in the middle and some other players there. And here are some activities and things. And in fact, if you go way down here, I think we even sell an ad next to the map. And then Choice Rewards at the bottom. Okay. Let me try to click off that. And don't know how I got back to here, but let's get rid of it. Now, So that you saw the Hulu video, the Hulu banner. I showed you the real page and how it works. And I want you to put yourselves in the shoes now, which is what you have to do as a marketer. If you were checking into a Choice Hotel and saw that on the Wi-Fi landing page, what would you do? So I'm now going to show you results, the kind of reports that we get on a constant basis. This is called the DFP report. It stands for DoubleClick for Publishers. And DoubleClick is a company that's been around a long time, and they provide this service. They're one of the companies, and it's a SaaS platform, as you can see, that measures things. And SAS, by the way, stands for Statistical Analysis System, and this is software that's used to analyze things and get data. And here is a chunk of an older report, but it gives you the idea. So on the left, you see a date. Then you see the name of the advertiser. The line item is the actual ad that's run. Each of them has a name. Then you have the date that the ad started running. And many of these are unlimited in the sense that they don't have a time limit, but they may have a targeted number of total impressions to be delivered, that kind of thing. So they've got a budget you can't go over. And I really want to draw your attention to the ad server impressions. So because we tag each ad, we put little buttons on the ads and things. When a page is open, when an ad is clicked, those little buttons transmit data, which DoubleClick can pick up. So this tells us actual impressions delivered, 28-something thousand total. And it even tells us clicks on the ad server, and if the person is paying on a CPM basis, which these programs evidently are not, it would list how much they're paying per CPM, and it would actually multiply impressions times the cost per thousand impressions and come up with dollars. So this is all done automatically through a DFP report. And Hulu actually did not do well at all. And this is an actual memo that I sent the client, trying to point out some of the issues. And I'm not going to read this to you. You can stick on it and read it. I suggest you do. I'm trying to share some real current issues with you a little bit in the hope that, this will get you more up to speed on some of these matters. But basically, there are several issues here. One issue is that the Wi-Fi landing page is frankly not a great vehicle for running advertising. And the reason is that people don't spend a lot of time there. Right, they're in a hurry. No one's going to stick around. They're not going to scroll down to look at all the ads unless they know there's some value there, or you do something to almost market the page. So the vehicle itself has issues. Now, it also has positives in that, you're staying in a hotel. Where are you going to eat? What are you going to watch on TV? I mean, it's a chance for an advertiser or a company to kind of break through what you normally do every day on your TV and for dinner. So there's some advantages, but it's a challenge because you've really got to get people's attention. And that's the problem with Hulu, is that the creative is very weak. It does not give a lot of strong, compelling reasons to choose Hulu. It looks like just a video. If you didn't know what the programs were, you wouldn't know what you were watching. And more importantly, the offer itself only shows up on the last 2 seconds of the ad, and it's a small text thing. Get a 30-day trial at the bottom. So you'll see that on point 4, we're like, could you be a little more aggressive here? Could you make it bigger? Could you leave it on the screen longer? I mean, because no one even knows there's an offer. So, but because they're the client, we have to be delicate. We have to say, well, we don't really know what we're talking about, but hopefully you guys can figure this out. So these are things I wanted to show you guys in my online class. So hopefully you found it of some interest.